Good day, Taurus, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for February 17th to the 23rd. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope this reading resonates with you. Let's go ahead and take a look at your affirmation for the week. I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. I radiate beauty, charm, and grace. That is your affirmation. Universe speak. Spirits guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? Two of clubs. Five of clubs. Eight of clubs. Five of hearts. Eight of diamonds. Jack of diamonds. 10 of clubs. And the King of Spades. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be in a leadership role, perhaps, at work, or this could be at home. You could be the leader of your home, the one that takes care of the bills, the one that takes care of the kids, yada, yada. But either way, you will be in a leadership role coming this week. And here's the thing. You need to make sure that you don't be leading with your ego, right? You want to lead with your head and not your ego. A lot of times when we're in leadership, we feel like we know it all, especially if you're a parent. Us parents, we think that we know it all, even more so than just like being a leader at work, being a leader at home. We really think we know it all because, well, that's your household, right? So you believe that everything that you should be teaching and doing and whatnot, and everybody else should be doing, should be by how you look at it, right? I don't know why I'm really focused on the whole household thing here. Usually I'm focused more on work, but for some of you, I'm really getting the message that this is leadership at home. But anyway, definitely lead with your head, not your ego. Keep an open mind. Take in people's advice, ideals and all that stuff. Maybe make some compromises here and there, and you should do just fine. You know, but yeah, if you lead with your ego, people aren't going to listen to it as much, right? And you don't have to take people's advice or do their ideas, but it's just good to take them in because there might be something good there if you keep your mind open and not so stricting on how you think things should be. At the beginning of the week, you got waiting and delays. This can be in business, this can be in love, this can be in many different ways. All you can do is plan and prepare, really, right? All you can do is plan and prepare for the good or the bad and how you're going to deal with either one. What you don't want to do is you don't want to surmise how can it be good, how can it be bad, because you'll come up with a million scenarios and drive yourself nuts, and that is not what you need to be doing. Here we go. Ooh, broadening your horizon. This is perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about keeping your mind open when it comes to leadership, right? This is broadening your horizon sometimes is negative, right? It's a negative thing. Like somebody says something to you, like gives you a piece of advice or an idea, and a light bulb goes off in your head, and you're like, oh. But the problem is that you've done it in a way for so long. That's the negative part, is to think that, wow, I've done this so incorrectly all this time. That's the negative part of broadening your horizon, of keeping your mind open, is that you have to accept that you were wrong, or there was a better way to do things all this time and you didn't realize it. But by broadening your horizon, by keeping your mind open and whatnot, that's going to bring on new adventure and change into your life. Okay, so this is going to lead you to some really good stuff. Like you might even broaden your horizon beyond the initial thing that came in that made you go aha, that aha moment, and that's going to lead you to even more aha moments, right? It's just going to kind of lead you down a rabbit hole, a good rabbit hole, a positive rabbit hole, right? um Oh, here we are, compromise. Yep, that's probably why I said it. You might have to make some kind of compromise when you're in leadership, right? It's neither good or bad. It just is what it is. Okay, that's what it comes down to. It is what it is, and this is a compromise that you need, right? When this card comes up, it means that this compromise is needed to be made. But you got to be aware that you're not getting the short end of the stick on this, all right? And when you find out that you're getting the short end of the stick, do not come at the person you're making the compromise with aggressively, okay? Because then they're going to come at you aggressively, and then this compromise might not happen at all, okay? Regardless if you even know that they're trying to give you that short end of the stick on purpose, remain calm, and just work around it and be like, if we do it like that, then I'm getting the short end of the stick here. It's not fair. Yada, yada, yada. Move on. Do not get aggressive in that moment because you need that compromise made. In the middle of the week, looks like you're going to have some self pity going on. Are you going to feel you're going to feel like you've been left out. You're going to feel sorrow. This might be something about the past, and you need to forgive the past, forgive yourself of the past. I always say that it's the past. We can't do nothing about the past. But that's not. I'm not feeling that for most of you. I'm feeling like this is just self pity in general. I don't think it has anything to do with the past. I think something's going to happen here that's just going to make you feel left out. That's going to make you feel a little down and out. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, it's going to make you feel a little down and out in the middle of the week here. But I don't feel like it's the past. I don't feel like it's the subject of the past that's making you feel like this. I think something's going to happen here. Um, Oh, and then of course, you're in this mood, and then heading out of the weekend or the middle of the week, we have the positive, unexpected happening coming in, job and money. And the reason why these two cards kind of go together is that when this unexpected happening comes, when this positive thing comes towards you, you're going to be having some rain during a sunshine moment, and that rain is this self pity, right? You're going to be in that dark, kind of looming energy, right? And when that's going on, when we're upset, when we're down and out, a lot of times we will uh, reject good things coming towards us because this is a good thing coming towards you. It's something to do with job, money, business, stuff like that, finances. Now, let's say this is a job coming towards you. Somebody's like, hey, we got this great job opening up at my shop or whatever, and you want it. And when we're down and out and when we're upset and stuff like that, a lot of times we're like, no, I don't care about that right now. No, I don't care. Uh, but what you want to do is you want to pay attention. You want to be aware that when this good thing comes to you, because here's the thing, this is not going to come again. Okay, this is a once in a lifetime chance. It might come 10 years down the line, but it's not going to come again. And I feel like this is a good opportunity, financial opportunity for you. So you need to be aware and just tell them, yes, I am interested, but I cannot talk about it right now. Can we talk about this later? That's how you want to handle that, okay? Yes, you don't want to talk about it, of course, but you also don't want to neglect it and be like, no, I don't care about that. I don't want nothing to do with it. You don't want to do that. You want to say, look, can we talk about it later? And that is a much better way to handle that because this is something good that's coming towards you. Um, then at the end, towards the end of the week, looks like you're waiting for a promotion, a raise, or increase in abundance, which is pretty crazy because you just got some kind of financial offering here. Maybe you've been working on this stuff, right? And you're wondering if this is true. Like I think you're just in an emotional. Oh yeah, I can tell even right here at the end of the week, you're in some kind of emotional situation here. Something goes on here in the middle of the week that causes you to become emotional, and then towards the end of the week, you start to wonder if all the work that you're putting into something is going to work out, like it's going to be something. But I feel like it is. I feel like this unexpected happening that came in as part of this, and you could almost miss it if you let your emotions control you and deny this. That's how I'm feeling here. But regardless, the cards are saying yes, keep on working, whatever it may be. If these two cards don't have anything to do with each other, but I do feel like it does with some of you, whatever promotion raise, increase in your financial abundance, whatever you're doing to work towards that, it is working. Okay, you just got to keep in mind that things take time, and they take way more time than we want, way more time than we expect, and that's what you need to keep in your mind. And we're talking like a lot of time sometimes. Sometimes things take a lot longer than we think they're going to take, okay? But at the end of the week, yeah, you're fed up with a burden. There's a burden you're fed up with. And I feel like this burden comes in here in the middle of the week. Okay. I don't think this is a burden you've been hanging on to for a while. I feel like this is something that comes in the middle of the week. But for some of you, it might be a burden that you've been carrying for a while. And you're wanting to just give into it and be like, well, I guess this is just how life is. And I'm just going to deal with it. No, don't give in. Don't give up. The end is near. And also keep in mind that when it comes to a burden, a lot of the times ending it has to do with us. Ending it is all in our power, all in our hands. So make sure that you're not looking around and saying, okay, I can end this burden. Don't let society's way of thinking or living or anything like that influence you when it comes to a burden. Because I've noticed a lot with burdens and struggles, people tend to allow it. Like they allow it. Like they do have the ability to remove the burden or the struggle, but they allow it for some reason. Feelings usually has a lot to do with it. And also I've noticed, what's society gonna think? What is the world around me gonna think? What are the people gonna think? Don't worry about them. Don't worry about the people. You worry about you. You worry about number one. Okay. So if there's a way that you can remove a burden out of your life, but it's gonna cause like whatever, people to dislike you or people to look at you differently, screw them. Screw them. This is your life. You are number one. I've been on this kick of number one for a while now, and it's because I notice that people don't focus on number one enough. They put so many people in front of them, and they shouldn't. You need to be 110% to even be 70% for other people. Um, so yeah, if there's a burden that you can get rid of, but it's going to have consequences, take the consequences. Not having a burden in your life is way better than having a burden in your life because you don't want to take small consequences. What people think doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. Okay. So anyway, let's see if the tarot cards got anything more. I kind of got a little crazy there. Sorry. Anyway, let's see what the tarot cards got to say. Universe speak. Spirit's guide. What needs to be known? What lessons need to be learned? The Wheel of Time. Okay. Yeah, you need to. How do I say this? You need to really look at your life, right? And what's going on. You need to raise your vibration. That would be taking care of you, taking care of number one, raising your vibration, becoming above what anybody else thinks, coming above what the norm is of caring for people, right? You need to stand above that. That's just what I'm feeling here. You need to learn. You see the angels and the animals, they're all reading, they're all learning new ways. You need to learn that it is okay. It is okay to remove burdens. If it is a burden to you, it is okay to remove it from your life. Okay. And there are ways to remove burdens from our lives where, the other person, if it's a person, or a job, it doesn't, it comes to a fairness, right? Where the other person or job or whatever isn't hurt as much. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter what society thinks is right or wrong. And it does not matter if you hurt somebody's feelings when it comes to you. when it comes to raising your vibration, when it comes to being number one for you. So you need to center yourself and really, really take the time out and understand this, that if you're not 110%, you can't be 70% for other people. All right. And it's not your job to keep a burden in your life. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous idea. Okay. Maybe you can find a way to change the burden where nobody does get hurt. Just look, okay, and don't put yourself second in your life. Never do that. I don't know why I'm so strong on this right now, especially with this reading, but I just feel like you need to really learn this, that it's okay. It's okay. It's not selfish to take care of you. It's not selfish to do for you, to bring you happiness in life, right? Raise that vibration. Come above, come above the norm, the standard, or what people think you should be doing. Come above that, okay? And be happy with it and proud of it, that you're going to live for number one. You're going to live for you. There you go. I hope this resonates. I'm sorry that I went on such a rant. I hope it helps in some way. If it does, hit that like button. And if you would, please comment, share, and subscribe. Also, I do have bonus readings on my Patreon, which there's a link in the description below. And yeah, I hope to see you back here next week. And until then, stay safe, stay mindful, and stay healthy.